Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining us again here at HeatPressNation's Facebook Live. My name's Jared.
And I'm Esteban.
And we're super excited to be here with you guys again this week. We want to thank everybody for joining us last week. We're really glad to have you guys here, and we're excited to share some new product and information this week.
Absolutely. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us last week. Thank you everyone who entered our giveaway. For those of you who were able to like and share the video, you were entered into the drawing for last week's prize, which was 3 sample packs of our inkjet heat transfer paper. So please stay tuned to the end of the video. We will be announcing the winners at the end of the broadcast. And then if you'd like a chance to get entered in this week's drawing, what do they got to do, Jared?
Go ahead and like and share this broadcast. In fact, if you want to, you can go ahead and do that right now. You can take a second to go ahead and click the thumbs up button, and then go ahead and share that with all your friends. Get as many people watching this broadcast as possible. The more likes and shares we have, the more winners we can,
Absolutely, that's right.
Right.
And while we're on the subject of Facebook, please take the time, if you haven't, to check out our Facebook group, HPN Creators.
Yes, HPN Creators is staffed by the professionals here at HeatPressNation, like myself and Esteban, but then you also have tons of great peer support there. So any question you guys can have, whether it's where to source your garments, time and temperature for certain materials, feel free to ask in our group, HeatPressNation Creators, as well as you have the comment section here in this video. We're going to try to get to as many questions as we possibly can during this broadcast, and for those that we aren't able to get on the air, we're going to go ahead and me and Esteban will be answering questions in the comments immediately after the broadcast.
That's right. And then as always, we would love to see what you guys are doing. So please use the hashtag HPN Creators across all social media.
Sounds good. So, Esteban, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite parts about working here at HeatPressNation, and that is heat transfer vinyl.
Yes, heat transfer vinyl. We're super excited because it's a great product. It's probably the most popular thing that we sell. And if you look down here, we have some really cool transfers that we've already done. We're going to be doing a live demo with Esteban, right?
That's right.
Esteban's going to be giving us a live demo of the heat transfer in a little bit.
That's right. Now, we're going to be talking about a couple different types of heat transfer vinyl today, right, Jared?
Yeah, so we're going to get started off with Siser Easy Weed, which is the standard heat transfer vinyl.
Absolutely. And then we're going to be touching on a Siser Easy Pattern.
Yes, Easy Pattern's a great new product. Look forward to that. Then we're going to be doing Siser Glitter.
Get some sparkle on with that. We'll show you the process that goes with the Siser Glitter vinyl. And then we're going to be wrapping it up with the Siser Extra.
Yes, Easy Weed Extra. You don't want to miss that. Really great product. So now, when it comes to heat transfer vinyl, the process is pretty similar, throughout, all types of vinyl, all types of heat transfer vinyl, I should say. So, why don't you do me a favor? Go ahead and walk us through the process, the general process.
Absolutely, Jared. So, how we get from roll media heat transfer vinyl to the finished press product is going to be a few steps. The first thing we're going to need is our vinyl cutter. So we're going to send our design to our vinyl cutter, and it'll etch it out into the material so that we can then go on to the next step, which is weeding. So using a hook tool, we're going to go ahead and remove the excess vinyl from the sheet or a roll. That way all we're left with is our cut design on the carrier sheet. And then finally what we do is we're going to go ahead and take that carrier sheet, position it onto the garment where we'd like it pressed, and then we'll do our heat transfer.
Yes, right here on the heat press. Today we're going to be using a Signature Series 15-inch by 15-inch heat press. We love it because this one comes with a slide-out drawer. And while this one doesn't have it, it is available with the option of auto open. And as we both know, heat pressing is the fun part, right?
Absolutely, that's the best part.
Yeah, so it looks like we have some comments rolling in. Guys, feel free to keep the comments flowing. Like we said, we're going to get to as many as we can on the air, and then those that we're not able to, we'll be answering them immediately after. And also, we do have our buddy Anderson, who's going to be posting up helpful links, such as product links, video links, and similar in there. So Anderson's live. Feel free to shout him out if you want to.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your help, Anderson, as always. Let's get to it. We'll start with the Siser Easy Weed, right?
So Siser Easy Weed, a quick overview. Siser Easy Weed is the most popular heat transfer vinyl that we sell, and for good reason. It comes in a huge variety of colors. And what I love to do, which we're actually going to be showing you in a minute, is that it's layerable. So we often get the questions like, even the complaint where it's like, oh man, my vinyl, I can only do one color, I should stick with screen printing. And the truth is you can do multiple colors of heat transfer vinyl layered either on top of each other or beside each other with the cutout method, the knockout method. It's really up to you and your creativity and what you guys can create. I always feel bad when people feel like they're limited by the single color. No. You can do multiple colors with Siser Easy Weed, and Esteban's actually going to show us today. So now, after Easy Weed, we have
Siser Easy Pattern.
Easy patterns, yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that, Stefan?
Absolutely. So Siser Easy Pattern is available in a variety of beautiful finishes, such as zebra print, houndstooth, online at HeatPressNation.com. We do also have patterns like carbon fiber, camouflage, chevron, so lots of cool designs to take a look at. Like Jared was saying, very similar to Easy Weed. It is layerable. So we're going to show you guys right now what we're talking about by doing a live demonstration.
Yeah, in fact, Stefan, if you want to, you can go ahead and grab the shirt. Let's go ahead and do it. So for today's live demonstration, we're going to be layering Siser Easy Pattern and Siser Easy Weed. Now we've gone with the knockout method, which is where you cut out part of your base design and you layer it kind of inside there, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a moment. But you can also layer on top of each other. Siser Easy Weed and Easy Patterns. Totally safe to layer one on top of the other. So Stefan's coming up here. Stefan, why don't you go ahead and walk us through your process?
Absolutely, Jared. Let's get started here. So the first thing we're going to do is position our clothing onto the lower platen using the Signature Series 15x15 heat press. We do have this beautiful slide out drawer feature, so allows us to get that on there at a little safer distance away from the element. So the pre-press, we're going to do that for just about 5 seconds here. This is to remove any wrinkles, creases, or excess moisture that may be present in the garment. So let's go ahead and get that up here. And now we have a nice, beautiful, smooth work area. So when we're doing our layering, you want to start off with the larger graphic and then position the additional pieces on after. So we're going to eyeball this here, get that in position. That's about straight. And then let's give that a press.
Okay, so now this first press is only going to be for about 5 seconds. So we can go ahead and open that back up now. Now the reason why we do that is because when you're layering heat transfer vinyl, you only really want to get the first layer on. You just want to press for 5 seconds just to tack it in place.
That's right, Jared. So now that we have that done with the first piece, we're going to go ahead and position our easy pattern transfer. And as Jared said, we did the knockout method here, so it'll kind of conjoin nicely here as we position. That looks good to me. And then we're also going to be using our pro grade parchment paper. This is available as well online at HeatPressNation.com.
Beautiful.
Let's go ahead and get that back in position and give it a press.
Yeah, now so for this second press, we're going to go for the full 10 to 15 seconds. So anytime you're layering, your first layers, if you're doing multiple, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, until you reach the final layer in which you're going to go for the full press. So let's go ahead and pull that out here. Move that on over. Thank you so much, sir. We're going to pull off our piece of parchment paper. We're going to peel this last layer off. And man, that looks fantastic. So check that out right there. You can clearly see that we were able to layer it both. And what easy pattern is that? That looks really cool. That's going to be the football pattern, right?
Correct. That's going to be our easy pattern football graphic. As you can see here, it's got the texture of that pebbled leather. Really gives that authentic look and appearance. So you have a very professional looking final product when you are layering the easy pattern with Easy Weed. Super cool design.
Super cool. And as you saw, very simple. So these designs, they don't have to be incredibly complicated. You can have a simple design. Only takes a couple seconds to heat press that. So now the next thing we're going to want to talk about is going to be our Siser glitter. Why don't you go ahead and talk about that, Esteban?
That's right. So Siser glitter is available in a nice variety of shiny colors. Really adds another dimension to your graphic. It can be cut with your normal vinyl cutter and can be heat pressed as well. Siser glitter is layerable like Siser Easy Weed as well. So the only thing is, if you are ever layering with Siser glitter, you want to make sure it's going to be the top and final layer. So
Gotcha.
If you guys do have any questions, please get involved, get active, get them sent in here.
Yeah, before we get on to our next demo, let's go ahead now. Let's take some questions here.
Okay, so right here, Ricardas wants to know if there are any tips for easier and faster weeding.
Tips for easier and faster weeding, yes. So sometimes when you're peeling it out, you might feel a little bit of resistance, getting the vinyl off. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll heat up our lower platen, and you don't want to heat it up too long. Really, just what I did until it's nice and warm. You can place your transfer directly onto the warm plate, and if you have a slide-out plate, it's a lot easier. Place the transfer on the warm plate, and then you can go ahead and weed it out while it's on there. The warmth will help to loosen the vinyl up a little bit, make it a lot easier to weed.
Very good, very good. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so we got another question coming in. They're asking about what settings they should put on their silhouette cameo for it to cut in one shot. Sometimes they're saying they have to do double for it to work.
Okay, so for your silhouette cameo, if you're cutting out Siser EasyWeed, you're going to want to set your blade to 2. You're going to want to set your pressure to anywhere from 4 to 12. Now, the reason why it could vary is because I'm not sure how much wear you have on your blade already. If you notice that you're going to need more pressure than 12 on a blade level 2, it's probably time to get a new blade. So you can go ahead and do that. Your speed, I've had success maxing out the speed on my cameo. If you have an intricate design, you probably will want to slow it down to maybe about a 6. But yeah, if those settings aren't working for you, I mean, you can try and increase the thickness. I believe is the pressure setting, thickness. You can take your thickness up, but chances are you're probably just going to need a new blade.
Absolutely, and those are going to be available at the vinyl cutting supply section of the website, HeatPressNation.com.
Okay,
right,
so looks like it's time for our next demo. Esteban, why don't you go ahead and show us how to use the Siser glitter?
Absolutely, let's get going.
So now in our transfer for today, Esteban's going to be showing us a glitter design, and he is layering it. Now one thing you're going to notice is that, like we said, you can't layer anything on top of the Siser glitter, but again, we've used the knockout method, so that way the layered design fits inside the main design, and you'll see what I mean in just a moment. So Esteban, why don't you come on up here and walk us through your process?
Absolutely, Jared. Thank you so much. So same as before we get down to business, we're going to go ahead and load the shirt on, and then we're going to be doing a quick pre-press, 5 seconds. Again, this is just to remove any wrinkles or creases in the garment so that we have a nice, clean work area to press onto.
Very nice.
Let's go in here.
And the pre-press is about 5 seconds, right?
Correct.
That's cool, because that's like the same time it takes to do the first layer, right?
Absolutely.
Nice.
So let's go ahead. As we mentioned before, when layering vinyl, you do want to start off with the larger transfer first and then work around our additional layers onto that after. So just as Jared mentioned, we're going to go ahead and just give this a brief 5-second press at 305, and we're going to go ahead and get that on here. 5 seconds.
And actually, we do need to correct ourselves here. Bear with me for one moment. We're actually going to press this for 320. Now, you will notice that the vinyl, it's still going to stick at 305, and that's because Siser EasyWeed and Siser Glitter, very resilient, very easy to use vinyl. So it will stick at 305, but if you're pressing, you definitely want to up that to 320 degrees, 10 to 15 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and give our press just a couple of seconds to heat up here. Now, as you'll see here in the video, it still sticks. It's still going to stick, but for maximum washability, best results, we're going to want to go ahead and let that heat up. So while we're heating it up, I'm going to go ahead and take a couple more questions here. Chris Moore says, easy pattern looks cool. It's very cool. And what I love about easy patterns is that we do have it here. We have it in the roll, but then we also have it, and I don't have a sheet on me here, but we also have it by the sheet. So you can grab any easy pattern, Siser easy pattern that we have here. Go to HeatPressNation.com. You'll see it below. You can also give us a call, 800-215-0894, if you want to purchase some. Like I said, we have it by the roll. We have it by the sheet. So if you only need it for, let's say you just wanted one football shirt, it's right there. Let's see. We have another question here. Any experiences with Siser Brick? Yes, Siser Brick is very cool. In fact, you could see it on, well, it's going to be kind of hard for you to see. I'm going to put it right here so you can see it there. It's already on camera. This is Siser Brick right here, and it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it's very thick, very, very cool. One thing I would suggest, though, if you're going to be using Siser Brick, is that you're going to want to go ahead and press it. Oh, there we go. We have a Siser Brick design right here. Thank you, Esteban.
Absolutely. So this is going to be the thickest heat transfer vinyl offering that Siser does have. It really gives a nice 3-dimensional pop and another dimension of texture to your transfers. This application is also great for heat pressing onto caps as well. So definitely something to look at if you are trying to get a little variety in your transfer experience.
Yeah, so Siser Brick is very cool. One thing I will suggest, if you're using a silhouette cameo, make sure you have the deep cut blade. And if you're running like a GCC, like an Expert 224LX, or pretty much any other cutter, you're going to want to get a 60-degree blade for thicker materials. One thing we've noticed with the Siser Brick is that you're going to want to do a 60-degree blade, and depending on your cutter, silhouette cameo included, you will need a double cut on there. So it looks like our heat press is up to temperature,
awesome.
Proper temperature for pressing glitter. So let's go ahead and, Steph, why don't you want to come around and we'll press this again. And then you'll see our layer design. Very, very cool.
Okay, so as we did just earlier, we got our smaller graphic positioned in the blockout method there. We're going to go ahead and get that in position here. We're also going to be using the pro grade parchment paper here as well. And let's go ahead and give that a press.
And this is going to go down for the full 15 seconds. So while that's pressing, yeah, you can layer glitter. I mean, we're really excited about all these products. Well, he's going to show you the finished product in just a moment. And there we go. So let's go ahead and pull that out. Awesome. Siser glitter is going to be a warm peel. So Siser Easy Weed, you can peel it warm or cold, but Siser glitter, you're always going to want to peel that warm. And man, look at that. That's a really fantastic design. I love that. It sparkles, it's cool, it stands out. And if you're wearing this, you're definitely going to get a ton of compliments if you have a Siser glitter design. So check that out. Very cool. I love how the silver pops on the diamond design. That's super cool.
That's right, and that's right. So if you guys are interested in trying out something like this at home, as we mentioned earlier, we will be giving away a sample of sheets of some of the different vinyls that we're working with here today. So please, if you haven't already, take the time to like and share the video, and you'll be automatically entered to win this week's drawing. And we'll be announcing the winners from last week's in just a little moment at the end of the broadcast.
Stay tuned.
That's right,
yeah.
that's right.
So Siser glitter, amazing product. You know, before we move on, why don't we check see if there's any more questions?
Absolutely. So I'm getting a question in here in regards to the Siser glitter. Kat, if there is a color that you're looking for that we don't have available in the 5-yard roll, please give us a call, 1-800-215-0894. Speak with a sales representative such as myself or one of our other friendly, knowledgeable staff here, and we'll try to see what we can do about getting those colors available for you in that requested size.
Sounds good, sounds good. We got anything else on there?
You know what? I think we're ready to go on to the next one here. Okay. Oh, actually, really quick. Tina, yes, the bottom of this heat press does roll out. It's equipped with a slide-out drawer feature. That feature is going to be a signature trademark of the Signature series. So, you know, definitely a nice feature to have.
It'll save you some burnt knuckles, and I say that from experience. When I first started here, I was training on one of the other heat presses. And then in like my first week, I had already like accidentally, you know, you're placing the transfers in there, and accidentally already burnt my knuckles. So if you don't have a slide out drawer, you probably know what I'm talking about. So then when I found out that we sold this machine, I was like, why aren't we training on this one? But yeah, no, the slide out drawer is definitely knuckle saver. It's awesome.
A fun fact about the 1515 Signature slide out drawer heat press, this slide out drawer is actually threadable also. So you're able to load the garment with only one side getting heat contact at a time, similar to how top or blouse would be on a ironing board.
Yeah, and now one thing we do want to mention about the slide out feature is that it's threadable up to halfway. So something, you know, when you're pulling the garment over, we do want to mention that. So yeah, so I think we're ready for our next topic, which is going to be Siser Easy Weed Extra. Very cool. Why don't you go ahead and pull out our sample that we have here?
Absolutely, Jared.
We're going to go ahead and show this off to you guys. Very, very cool. So now you're looking at this and you're like, hey, is that a lunchbox? And to answer your question, yes, this is a lunchbox. We pressed this using our label press. So what we did was we opened up the top and we inserted this onto the heat press like so. Of course, you're going to have a difficult time pressing this if you have a bigger heat press. Not saying it's impossible. You definitely can do it. You're probably going to want to buy some pressing pads or pressing pillows to do that. But the big thing here is that this is nylon. Now, when you're heat pressing, most people, if you've only used Easy Weed or similar products, you're thinking, hey, I can't press nylon, can I? With Siser Easy Weed Extra, you totally can. And it's not just nylon. There's what other things can I do with it, Stefan?
Oh man, the possibilities are endless. This vinyl really lets you think outside the box in terms of application. You can use Siser Easy Weed Extra to customize things like easy up canopies, coaches jackets, windbreakers, even on your favorite leather jacket.
Yeah. Siser Easy Weed Extra works on leather, so whether it's a jacket or a customized purse you want to do, sky's the limit. There's lots of great things that you can explore. So there we go. So that's Siser Easy Weed Extra for you. Do we got any more questions there?
You know what? Just some really kind remarks from all of our viewers. We want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in with us and take a look at what we have here going on. We're just about to get to that favorite part I know everyone's been waiting for, announcing the winners from last week's Facebook Live contest giveaway. And you still got time to enter this week, so please, if you haven't yet, take the time, share the video, like the video, and you could be entered into a chance to win a sampling of all the different vinyls that we're working with here today.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, if that's going to be it for the questions, then I think it's time for the fun part. You ready to pull the names?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's go get the magic hat.
Awesome. So now, if you're just tuning in or you're just joining in, you know that last week we ran a contest for 3 packs of inkjet sample paper. And so today we're going to pick those winners. So everybody who liked and shared last week's broadcast is entered in this contest right here. Their names are in this hat. And if you want to be entered into this coming week's contest, we're going to be giving away 3 sample packs of heat transfer vinyl sheets. So the sheets that you see down here, that's what we're going to be giving away. Not the rolls, unfortunately, but 3 sample packs of the sheets. You're going to get some cool glitter like you saw today. You're going to get some easy patterns like you saw today. And a couple other select sheets as well.
That's right. So the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's announce some winners. Would you like to do the honors first?
Yeah, let's do it. So today we have, I shouldn't even look. Let's see. We have Stefan Brock. Stefan Brock, we're going to be getting in touch with you. You're one of our winners. Yeah.
Thank you so much for entering. Let's keep this moving. I'll do the next one here. Let's see who feels lucky. All right, let's go. Luis Torres, thank you so much for entering. We'll be contacting you shortly with get your shipping information, get your prize sent out to you. Thank you so much for entering. And drum roll with last one.
We got Ben Gual. Ben Gual, thank you so much for liking and sharing last week's contest. Now, real quick, we do want to mention, if you're wondering about this trucker hat, yes, we do have Easy Weed on there for your trucker hats. You can pretty much customize anything. This one was done for, I don't know if you can see the detail, for a lineman's union. So that's really, really cool. You guys can check that out, trucker hats. And then, unfortunately, here are all the names that didn't win. We're sorry about that. But you do have a chance to win this coming week. So go ahead, get to liking, get to sharing, and be entered to win our prize package for next week's broadcast.
That's right. So I want to thank everyone so much for taking the time to join us today. It's been an absolute pleasure being up here with you, Jared.
It's been fun, yeah. If you guys still have any questions, feel free to comment. Like I said, me and Stephen, we're going to be going through the comments immediately after today's broadcast to answer any remaining questions that we didn't get a chance to get to. And then we also have our group, HeatPressNation Creators. So, that's, again, like we said, it's staffed by the professionals, Stefan, myself, the rest of our great team here, and then we also have tons of peer support. So people just like you, or people who are veterans in the industry, people who are newbies, you know, everybody's in there, and it's a really great community to have your questions answered.
Absolutely. And then remember, we love to see what you guys are doing out there with all this beautiful product. Please use the hashtag HPN Creators across all social media. If you have any questions about anything that we've gone over here today, you can also give us a call, 1-800-215-0894. Speak with a sales representative like myself, or if you have any tech-related issues, Jared will be there to assist as well.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. We'll see you around.